So Sajima is a key person of interest in this case.
I feel like we should be a little bit smarter about this and start charging you in the car when we're in it rather than, looking at your AI hologram body.
Earlier, the boss cited 3 points of suspicion against him, and I agree with her assessment. I checked the call logs of So's phones. Congressman Sajima has one phone under his name, and a burner phone rented under a fake name.
Did you find anything interesting?
Unfortunately, no.
Really?
But I do have something. I looked into So's secretary's phone. One call in particular stood out to me.
Huh?
It was 1 week ago, from Fuchu Prison. The caller identified themselves as inmate number 89.
Right, yeah, that thing was weird and we never got back to that.
Number 89?
Yes. This is most likely the same person who called HQ.
I know.
Yep, flashback. Alright, good flashback. So I'm kind of curious. Did we get a branching path because we chose the date? It doesn't look like it. Are you getting kidnapped? Hope not. Anyway, guess we'll find out about that later. Maybe I shouldn't have looked at that.
When you crash, the first thing you hit is the dash.
Interesting.
I feel like that was a better joke in Japanese.
Date, can I move the shifter around?
No, don't! Resist the urge.
Resist the urge.
This box is where you keep your doves.
It's not a dove box.
Wonder how many, stupid lines of dialogue they had to write for this game. Nice blue gloves, by the way. Or, blue? Purple. Yes.
From what I can determine, he is an assassin. He accepts jobs from the criminal underworld for substantial rewards. His code name is Falco.
Falco?
Correct.
Like that Star Fox guy. Oh no. I remember playing Star Fox 64.
Unknown.
You don't know?
He is not registered in any databases. He could be a foreigner or recent immigrant, but it would be impossible to determine from where. However, I did not detect any accent in his speech. I believe we can conclude that he grew up in Japan.
Probably murdering? Yeah.
He is serving a life sentence for multiple counts. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
Yeah, if you guys let me go, I'll tell you who killed him. It'll definitely be true.
Unknown. You would have to ask Mr. Sajima for that information.
Number 89 said he knew who killed Shoko.
He did, but that may be a lie.
Does he have any connections to the Cyclops serial killings?
Unknown. In all honesty, I have no idea.
Number 89.
Should we visit Fuchu Prison?
No, we don't have time. Call up boss. Tell her to request that number 89 be brought to Abyss.
Roger.
Hope he doesn't escape and, go on and murder some more people. Here I go killing again.
I heard there was no body found at the cold storage warehouse. Isn't your investigation over?
You got some big koi fish in there?
Iba, look! A merman!
So is a wealthy politician. It is no surprise to me that he has a merman. Wait, a merman?
Oh, hey everybody! I'm a merman.
I heard a strange voice just now. Could it be? It's a pond.
Speaking of gardens, what kind do you prefer?
I like a well-manicured lawn. But some bushes aren't bad either. I mean, what?
Hope you don't mind, so we're just gonna take a look at your pond for a while. It's a big green mochi. Not a mochi. Anything else to look at over here? And stare at your grass. Maybe the sky? The sky's an interesting effect in this game. It almost looks hand-painted. Unlike the rest of the game, which is clearly CG, the sky looks almost like a far-off painting. Not a mochi. Alright. Yeah, let's just go into your mansion. Alright, so I guess we'll talk to you. So, is feeding the koi in the pond?
I told you I will not answer that question.
And why not? We didn't find anything there. There's nothing to hide.
It appears that he will not respond.
I don't see his bodyguards around unless they're hiding behind the topiaries. We could probably just do like some classic waterboarding on him real quick and find out whatever we want.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know that girl. I've never seen her before.
Date.
I knew he was lying. This proves it.
He's got the red.
I am having difficulty determining his motive for lying. After all, Iris was not killed.
Maybe he's got a secret with her he doesn't want us knowing. What are you hiding, So?
You're looking pretty red there, so that's a good sign of a liar, I think.
Number 89. Who is that?
An inmate at Fuchu prison. He used to go by Falco. He was an assassin.
Odd, finding such a person in Japan. What about him?
About a week ago, he called your secretary.
I don't know anything about that. He was probably calling for a pardon or some such nonsense. My secretary probably decided it wasn't worth my attention.
I mean, that's kind of true.
If you need information, you can ask her. I can't help you. You are beginning to irritate me.
What did you want to talk to her about? What is the private matter you mentioned? What is your relationship with her?
I'll answer your questions when you present a warrant.
I don't know. I think we could start with the waterboarding.
Haven't you people got enough? I'm very busy. Excuse me.
I'm busy standing here feeding my koi.
Oh, actually, I do have one more thing to tell you. To be honest, Kaname Date, I don't like you.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
I don't ever want to see you again. So I suggest that you don't show your face here anymore. It's what's best for both of us. Understand?
So walked away sternly.
Who does this guy think he is?
Date, your blood pressure is skyrocketing. Any higher could kill you. Relax, Date. We still have much to do.
I know.
You want to look at the mochis again? I bet that'll calm you down. Let's head to the Sagan residence. We can talk to Iris's mom. That sounds fun.
I apologize for yesterday. I arrived uninvited.
No, I'm grateful. Thanks to you, Mizuki has her voice back.
No, I didn't do anything.
Nice tea. got a lot of stuff in your house.
I've been wondering about that picture.
Iris drew it when she was 12.
That's you on the left and Iris in the middle, correct?
Yeah, it's ugly.
Yes,
And who's on the right?
the man I was dating at the time. It was only for 3 months, but
I'm sure that's not important. Did you want to talk to me, Date? No. I'm here to stare at your bookshelf. Like a ski resort with no skiers. It's a very fancy standing lamp you have there. Do you think I could sniff the shoes again? You think they'd mind? She's not I mean, Iris isn't around. You think she'd notice if I was sniffing her shoes? Like, I'm just asking for a friend. It's not like I want to sniff the shoes. Hitomi's sitting on the sofa? No, this is my sofa. She's sitting on a different sofa. Wait, what did you think? I missed that. I was going a little quick there. Okay, I think we're about good. This wasn't as exciting as I thought it was going to be. Nice sofa, by the way. Hitomi is touching her right shoulder with her left hand.
yes, today's a holiday.
Oh, right, I forgot.
Iris isn't in school. She went to Lemniscate.
Yeah, I saw her earlier.
Is that so?
I'm guessing the conversation is slightly different if you don't go to Lemniscate first. Interesting.
I've put Iris through so much.
It's probably like just a line different, but it is a voiced line, so that would have to be an additional voiced line that may not show up, which is kind of cool.
I was 19 and single when she was born. People didn't take kindly to that. But Iris was such a fighter. She always protected me. I remember, one time at the nursery, some of the other mothers were talking about me. Iris ran up to them and said, "Don't talk about my mommy!" I'm supposed to be the mother, but it's Iris who's always protecting me. They died when I was 17. I was an orphan, and my relatives lived far away. They might have taken me in, but I was already in my second to last year of high school. It wasn't a good idea for me to move that late. So I decided to stay here, by myself.
And take care of Iris.
Yes, all alone. But Renji would help sometimes. It was always just me and her. Vacations, barbecues, zoos, amusement parks. Just me and her.
Iris, why are you dancing?
Oh, that reminds me. When Iris was 5, there was a children's theater show in Bloom Park. It was called Milky Moon. It was about girls as magical space rangers and such. She loved singing and dancing, even as a kid. Whenever she heard music, her body would start moving. It was a quirk of hers. And she did it at the show, too. Toward the end, when all the Milky Moon girls were dancing to the ending song, Iris climbed up onto the stage and danced with them. I tried to stop her, of course. I grabbed her arm and tried to get her to sit, but before I knew it, she was up there, dancing. And everyone was so excited. Even I was dancing by the end of it. When it was over, she had the biggest smile on her face. "Mama, you're a good dancer." That's the kind of girl she was. Whenever she sees someone playing music on the street, she'll run up and join them, right then and there.
There's a lot of Iris AI sites here.
Music at the train station, the crosswalk beeping. Even at convenience stores, when their little chime played, she would start dancing. It almost got her into trouble once. She was on the jungle gym and a truck drove by. It was playing loud music out the windows. She climbed up to the top and started dancing. But she lost her balance and fell. She fractured her leg pretty badly. It was on a Sunday, and it was hard to find an open emergency care. I was carrying her on my back, running and running through town. I could still hear her crying. Will I still be able to dance, Mommy? Can I still dance? She cried and cried into my shoulder. It was the only time she ever cried so much. No, that's not true. There was one other time.
Yeah, just tell us everything about Iris right here. Screw the case, we're just gonna talk only about Iris.
6 years ago, I was the victim of a shooting.
Oh right, that thing.
After the surgery, Iris came in running. And she was sobbing.
Mommy, don't die! Don't die! Please don't die, Mommy! Don't die!
I swore to myself then that I would protect her, no matter what. Iris is everything to me. More important than my own life.
Alright, so now we're done talking about Iris. Let's talk about Renji.
You asked me that yesterday.
Wait, what? That's not what you said. There's no point hiding it. I told her about Renju's disappearance.
Right from the hospital? I'm sorry. I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
Iris must really enjoy dancing.
Yeah, we talked a lot about Iris here.
Yeah.
Though her drawing skills could use some work.
Oof.
Drawing skills?
Look at the drawing on the wall.
I already looked at it.
I met him about 6 years ago. Have you been to the Kume Shrine in the Minato district? I was praying there one day, and I heard a voice. Well, more like a groan. Behind the shrine, I saw a man sitting on the ground. He was bleeding badly from his stomach. I took out my phone to call an ambulance, but he grabbed my wrist, and he held me, and then he kissed me.
What?
I was shocked, but when I stared into his eyes, then I heard footsteps,
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
and then a bunch of men yelling. They were looking for him. When the voices and footsteps faded, he let me go. Don't call an ambulance, and don't call the cops. I knew he had to be a criminal, so I took him to an underground clinic I knew.
What, do you just know underground
You
clinics?
took him to a mob doctor?
Renju's friend. I only met him once.
I don't know any underground clinics. Drawing in the wall? Oh, talk about drawing more.
Even though
Gotcha.
we had our first kiss seconds after meeting each other, it took a long time before I got to see him again. The first time we held hands was when we watched a horror movie together. The first time I took his arm was when we went to a haunted house in an amusement park. But I wasn't the one who grabbed him. A zombie jumped out and scared us, and he clung onto my arm. He had that cute side to him, and I was falling in love.
And all it took was the surprise creepy kiss when you first met him.
Our second kiss was in the car.
Why are you telling me all of this? I don't care about this.
It's cliche, I know, but we drove around at night, looking at all the lights. We parked our car near a warehouse and kissed. I don't think we ever said I love you, but we both knew. We were getting closer and closer.
And then like a month later, we broke up.
I introduced him to Iris about a month after I first met him. Iris never had a father figure in her life before. She warmed up to him immediately and treated him like a real dad. From then on, it was always the three of us together. We would go to the beach, To the river, the zoo, the amusement park. Going to barbecues with another person was a new experience for me and Iris. Everything felt so fresh. Every day was so exciting.
And then I got shot.
Oh, sorry. You asked about the picture. He wanted to make okonomiyaki one day. He was working with the hot plate. It was ridiculous. He was trying to flip one, and it flew up in the air and landed right on my head. Iris saw the whole thing and laughed and laughed. I hadn't seen her laugh like that in a long time. I was having so much fun that I put an okonomiyaki on their heads too. Plop, plop. I added the bonito flakes and mayo and sauce. At this point, there was no going back. Eggs flew, flour going everywhere. The room was not a pretty sight. After our battle, we laughed like crazy. We were rolling around on the floor. So Iris decided to draw it. It's nostalgic. But those days didn't last. 6 years ago, in November, a man with a gun broke into our house. Fortunately, Iris wasn't home at the time, but my boyfriend was. That's why the gunman came. He wanted to kill him.
Ah, I see.
He wanted to kill him and he would never stop. He pulled the trigger. I tried to protect him. The bullet hit me, but the police arrived. They were both arrested and incarcerated.
Why was he after your boyfriend?
Before he met me, he committed some terrible crime. I don't know the details, but it was awful.
She likes the bad boys.
So he became a target for underworld criminals. I don't know exactly why, but I know that he betrayed them in some way.
And yeah, we decided to stop dating after that because that was kind of weird.
May I ask you something?
Of course.
I had heard that that incident was a random break-in gone wrong.
Oh. That's not true. I lied about it at the time, because of Mizuki. Mizuki is Iris's friend. If she found out, Iris would find out too. I didn't want Iris to know.
Know what?
That I was dating a criminal. He was her father figure. Iris looked up to him. If she found out about his past...
Okay, I think we're done with the picture. Alright.
Date, we can't spend time reminiscing.
Yeah, we just wasted a whole lot of time talking about Iris and Criminal Man and putting stuff on your head. I forgot what that was.
We have to get moving.
Flower.
Yeah, let's go.
Criminals. Criminal scum. Alright, let's go talk to Mama. I feel like we haven't really found out anything today. We learned a lot about Iris, but that was about it.
You need more info on Ren? I'm sorry to waste your time, but I don't have anything for you.
Alright, guess we're gonna leave.
I see.
Alright, let's do our rounds and look at everything. Taxi drives her. What is this? Looks like a poster or something. Oh yeah, and then we have the music. No counting bars today?
You're so cold, Mama.
Hey, I'm over here.
Why are you so square?
Care to watch some riveting videos with balls and holes?
In what? In what?
Sorry, I don't like golf.
The what? The golf?
Hey, Date. You know what I say when I turn into a drunk devil?
Dev Ale.
Good one, Date. Okay, I think that's it. Ana is polishing a dried bonito fish. Again.
Oh, Falco?
You know him?
I know him as a famous assassin in the underworld. Just rumors, though. Nothing specific.
What kind of rumors?
He's good. 100% success rate. No evidence.
Then how is he in jail?
He was a world-class killer.
Did you ever meet him?
Nope. I don't even know what he looks like.
Any other info?
I know he's connected to the Kumakuras somehow.
Them again.
That's about it.
Yeah, why are you brushing
I find it calming.
so much?
Why is that?
Don't ask me.
How's it going?
Well, I could use a little help down there, if you know what I mean.
You need a what?
I do not know what she means.
Don't know.
Perhaps you should take her up on her offer.
Absolutely not.
No thanks, I'm good.